Hey guys, it's Rich from BilletSPIN. Hey, listen, you are looking at the latest version of the Triskelion. And for those of you not familiar with the Triskelion, well, there's a couple interesting things about it. Number one, you can see it doesn't have a stem. This is a stemless top. We'll talk a little bit about that a little bit later. But the second thing is we are doing the sales of the Triskelion different than any top that I've ever done, in the fact that I started these early in the year and I slowly have been releasing different material combinations throughout the year. And that's going to continue for the rest of the year. We have at least 3 more material combos to sell. And once the material combos sell out, we will never be offering those material combos again. So this is going to be your only chance to get this particular one. So here you can see it spinning there. And this is a very interesting one because something that I have not done. Let's just get this guy out of the way. And you can see it's copper. And then it's 3-color MOKUME. It's got a carbide ball and a copper accent ring in there. And you might, if you're familiar with MOKUME, you're looking at that and you're saying, well, that looks a little different than what I'm used to. And you are correct. This has been flamed. Zoom in on this a little better. And so when you flame it, it really brings out the layers better. So there's 3 different layers there. MOKUME is made up of, this three-color MOKUME is made up of nickel, silver, brass, and copper. And the black lines that you see are the copper. Now, I want you to look at some of these. You can see how it's black and how you can see the copper color underneath there. So that's just what happens when you flame it, which I think is a very cool look. And so it just kind of speeds up the patina process. And I think it just gives it a crazy look because after you machine MOKUME, you can see the layers, but flaming it like this really, really brings out the different colors. So it's got a nice coin edge on the side. It's very thin and very conducive to long spin times, and it's very easy to spin. The advantage of the stemless top, for those of you that are new to the stemless tops, is that they're much easier to carry. And they spin longer. If you can get them spinning, you know, the same RPM as like with a stem top, they'll definitely spin longer because the center of gravity is so much lower. So the neat thing about the Triskelion, couple things we were able to do because of this pattern is we were able to do a clockwise and a counterclockwise, okay? And what you're looking at is, if you call these things like little tadpoles, it's the direction at which the tadpoles are swimming. So this would be your clockwise and this would be your counterclockwise. And we're going to be selling about even numbers of each of these, and these are going to go for sale on www.billetspin.com on August 2nd. And they're going to be $220, and they're going to be somewhat limited. It's not a crazy low number, so you know, I don't think they're going to sell out, you know, like within 30 seconds or anything. But they could. You don't know. But this is the first Triskelion that I've used copper for the outer, and it's the first BilletSPIN top that I can think of where I've flamed the MOKUME. And really gives it a good look. Now, just so you know, you're going to get, as with any flaming thing, let's zoom in on this again. With any flamed ones, I think we looked at that one already. Let's look at this one. You're going to see a little difference. In fact, I'll tell you what, let's see if I can get them both in here. You can see there's a slight color variation between the two. And there's going to be a color variation from piece to piece, making them unique. We're going to try to hit these colors as best as we can. We've got about probably 50 of these discs done. We're going to be making a few more than that. And so some of them you'll see a little more blues, some of them are more gold. So we're doing our best to keep it really consistent. But I think it's good in the fact that what you get is going to be truly unique because of the variations in the flaming. So anyway, But yeah, that's what they are. So available on the website, and on August 2nd at noon Central. Noon Central. And once they're gone, and never to be offered again. These are 1.48 inch in diameter. I don't remember the height, but it's probably around 1/4 of an inch tall, maybe 300 thousandths, and it's got a 1/8 inch tungsten carbide bearing ball there. So very, very cool. And I had no intention of really doing any flamed MOKUME anytime soon, but a guy from the group had done one and showed me a picture of it, and it looked really, really good, so I thought I would give it a try. And this also, one last thing, this is Vegas Forge MOKUME. The standard MOKUME I use is SAKMAR, and the SAKMAR MOKUME is a little thicker layers, and this has got a little finer layers, which I think in the unflamed, it doesn't pop quite as nice as the SAKMAR, but in the flamed, I think it looks really, really good. So a little tighter pattern, which is desirable by a lot of people. So I think it's just a great fit for the Vegas Forge MOKUME. And this is the first time I've used Vegas Forge. I've done a few prototypes with it, but I've never done an actual run of the Vegas Forge MOKUME. So this is the first of it. And so that's what it is. So you can see it's a 3-piece top because it's got the outer, it's got the MOKUME inner, and then it's got the copper ring there. And yeah. So anyways, that's all I got. Thanks for tuning in. And if you got any questions, please let me know. Oh, I know you guys are probably going to want to wait on this thing. 54 grams roughly. They'll vary a little bit from piece to piece, but we got about 54 grams. So if you're not sure how to spin a stemless top, you can go back on my YouTube channel, and there's a video titled How to Spin a Stemmed and Stemless Top, and that'll go through how to do these. But basically, it's just you can spin it with 2 hands like that, or you can spin it with 1 hand, where you kind of flick it like this. Kind of hard to see with a camera, that angle, but you just flick it like that and it'll spin. It actually spins pretty good on this stuff. And they'll give you some pretty long spin times. I know a lot of guys are getting over 12 minutes with these things on spin times. So there it is. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a wonderful day.